Yeah. Head to toe, so brand. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, world? J1, that's the only great one left. We back at it like an addict, man. We going all the way up like a turtleneck. We popping on the net and in the flesh, man. It's J1S, the corner store entrepreneur and more. Mr. Down and Around in 1,000 times reporting to with your daily chop as we chop it up like hibachi, right in your face in the same place to be. You know it's me, the P. Make sure you double tap that screen when you come in the door. Wipe your feet. You know what's in store. Good morning, world. What y'all think? Did you do good? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so brand. Boom, boom, boom. We blessed. We blessed. We breathing. Said my prayers this morning. Sherry's here. She chilling. You know, we too blessed to be stressed, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what bird that is. You hear that? Sounds like an intercom or something. It's like, that gotta be some that time. Hey, love, it's lagging. Oh, come on. Don't do the lagginess. It's lagging. No, honestly, I didn't read it and eat my big time. I actually went straight to sleep. I was tired as hell. Had a long day. But is it still lagging? Because I'm going to go in the house then. Matter of fact, let's do it right. Let's do it right. Just so we don't got no doubt. Let's do our job correctly. All right? Let's do our job correct. Come on, Sherry. I know you are. You showing out here for me. Hold up. I'm going to go interior and get it the right way. Oh, Sherry back. Put that down. Leave that alone. Don't touch that. Stop. Leave it alone. Go. Go, Sherry. Go. All right. I'm going to go inside for y'all to make sure the Wi-Fi is properly firing. You know what I'm saying? It's properly wired and firing. You know what I'm saying? So we can make this crystal clear as it need to be. See, yeah, the numbers go straight up. My bad. Damn, man. Xfinity, y'all gotta get that together, man. You know what I'm saying? My signal's supposed to be strong enough on the porch, man. Come on, man. But what's up, world? Cece, what's going on? Say, hey, handsome, hello, love. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. We clear. We crystal clear now. Okay, yes, I believe in Jesus because I'm a Muslim, and Muslims believe in Jesus, believe it or not, man. You got to do your research. If you just coming in here, you know what the protocol is, and you know who the protocol is. It's J1S again. Make sure you double tap that screen, please. When you walk in the door, just do like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that screen when you come on in. Werewolf says the GOAT, salute. Well, I like your name, you know what I'm saying? Werewolf, you feel me? You already know. He said, oh, look, Jay, with this cross, you're gonna get blocked, brother. Let's not do this morning, okay? This is not a platform for you to come in here Bible thumping, brother. Okay, this is Jones land. This is Serius Jones, and my platform is not here to go into religious stuff every day with people, brother. You are trying to divide people, and we bring people together. There's a difference, okay? We don't attack people's beliefs here. All right. And I don't know why you think, or any of y'all think, being a man of God means that you come and attack the way people praise God. That's not godly. So I don't understand who taught you or who taught y'all. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? He said, pin that. Yes, sir. You know? That's what a lot of these Jesus people think. They like, yeah, well, if you don't believe the way I believe, you're gonna burn and do. Bro, well, that's the exact opposite of something that would attract me to look at things your way. You gonna scare me into believing into your way? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. He said 100. Like, you know what I mean? He said, look, see? This is what I'm saying. They're not in tune for real. He talking about I got angry. No, brother. You don't get it. So just since you don't understand this platform and you think you're gonna come here and disrupt the narrative using Jesus' name, I'm gonna put you in timeout, brother. Okay? You still here, then you can relax and hang out. But nobody's angry at you. That's not the way it works here. Okay? You chill out for a half an hour, right? And what's up, new people? What's going on, man? If you just coming in here, y'all know what we got going on in here, man. And if you don't, we just be chopping real life, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about something to wake up. I think about a topic, or it's a current event, or something going on, and then we just chop it. Or sometimes y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about, and then we just talk about it. As you can see, I just pinned the Wolf Way, like my brother Markeith, who's always here to support him. Salute to him. Pinned, which is the Wolf Way. That's my cash app. If any of y'all want to support, show love, I appreciate everybody that has been, right? And we also have the super chat on right here, which is the way that you can just immediately bomb. You press that $sign, however much you want to send is a blessing. If you have a question, I will get to address it, okay? With the seasoning on top. You feel me? Hey, because that's how we chop. Just finished the Wolf Ring, all right? What y'all thinking about that? Now, actually, it's got to loosen up because it's supposed to spin a lot faster, man. It's supposed to just... But this guy that was working on it before actually, you know, kind of... See how it's like... Ugh. Yeah, it's we got to loosen that up, pause. But other than that, as the world turns, this is the final product of the Wolf Ring. You know what I'm saying? Y'all jacking that? Double tap the screen if I did good. If I did good, double tap the screen. I see a lot of fire emojis. We got rubies, we got sapphires, we got emeralds, we got amethyst, or whatever that is. We got these genuine stones that it took me weeks to find these. It took me weeks to find all these stones. Wallahi. So, you know, he says, Scarface, hey, the world is mine and everything in it. It's out there. Get on your grind and get it. Hey, what he said? Hands in the air. Yeah, come on, man. Let's get to this money, man. Shout out to everybody that woke up motivated today. Shout out to everybody everywhere around the world that's tapped in right now. First of all, y'all know how we do. Let me know where you from. Represent your city, represent your state. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You know what I mean? And if you woke up motivated and you ready to get some paper, put 100 in the chat right fast, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't one of these suckers and trolls that ain't got nothing to do but try to leech off another. You said, Pac, is that you? Nah, but I having that thug life spirit sometimes. Like I feel like Pac be talking to a nigga sometimes. Man. I ain't gonna lie. Teardrops and closed casket. I'm seeing them hundreds. Yeah, that's what I like. Toronto. Claiming trolls but asking for $100. Bum. Who did I ask for $100? See how slow people are? I said put 100 emoji in the chat, doofus. Just for that. Blocked. You know what? Nah. Should I block them? I'll let y'all decide that ignorant person's fate. What should we do with that person? See, when somebody does something like that, y'all understood what I was talking about, right? This person I'm sitting here with new jewels, watching people pull up their boats, you know what I'm saying? Relaxing and drinking coffee in my morning, talking to the world, and I have someone attacking me, calling me a bum for trying to communicate with my own fan base. So what should we do with that person that just said that, y'all? Should we block them? See, I leave your fate to the people, man. Double tap that screen if you know what I mean. That's all I'll be asking y'all for, is double tap that screen. If you notice, Markeith typed my cash app. If you notice, big time, and then be telling y'all what to do. If you notice, all I do is my job, which is chop it up. And I got people here that believe, so they helping me. And that's a blessing. Okay? So y'all can't come in here and think you're gonna sway the narrative and all that like these people don't know me, brother. Okay? They've been chopping with me, bro. We know each other. We getting to know each other. This is what this whole thing is about, all right? So stop trying to spread the negativity. Let me see what the people want to do to him. Send him to the never ever Landington. Send him to the never ever Landington. He said we need the haters with mad fire emojis. Okay, so what should we do with them? Let me see. Let me see what he said. Blocking shows weakness, brother. Nah, it doesn't show weakness. It shows that if people have a certain level of disrespect, that we don't need that frequency or that energy. But if you know anything about Jonesland, we don't block the trolls right away. That's what I'm asking. What do you think I should do? I actually like good trolls, believe it or not. We got some of the best trolls on the internet here. What? Why you think we getting 15,000 views alive? Some of the shit they be saying to me is hilarious. I gotta laugh. I love it. I ain't mad at that part. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like negativity that's just, we call it dry hate. That's what it's called here. Some of y'all don't have enough creativity to even hate in a positive way. It's just dry hate. You know what I'm saying? And you'll just be like, fake. You're ugly. Like, it just be like, what? All right, you're just determined to say something negative. Why would I want that energy here trying to poison the good vibes here in Jonesland? But we have people from all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said people hating before they brush their teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all got peen in your mouth before you got a toothbrush in it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Don't be one of those. He said, let him watch in misery, 100s. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do anything with him. We're gonna just let him stay there for right now because I can't even find him. See, it's you know what I mean. We got too much going on. But anyway, he said 187 on that. Block. This isn't church. We didn't need clowns. Okay. See, this is how people feel, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, ball, bro, the dome smooth. It's actually not. Okay, this is actually hair, sir. You know what I mean? See, and there's actually a hairline there, sir. You know what I mean? I just gotta cut my stubble. But yeah, nice try. I actually still have a light Caesar. Okay. But don't be surprised when I bust out with 360 waves on y'all just for talking crazy like I'm really, you know what I'm saying, out the game. You know what I mean? Might just go to Thanksgiving on y'all. I'm gonna leave that for the insiders that understand what that means. I might just go Thanksgiving. Might just go Thanksgiving. He said the Shy So podcast, the Gambler, and the hey, that might actually be hard. What's up, Gambler? Bay Area in the building. He said, only bum is him. You are the best, man. Don't let him flip you, bro. You are the GOAT. Nah, Matthew, we ain't taking none of that to heart. I appreciate you, though, brother. This is one of the best parts of what I love about here. You see that? Watching the ships roll in, then I watch them roll away again. Looking ass. Vivian. I love that. I be really thinking like, damn, I wonder where they going. I wonder what they doing. You know what I'm saying? That's mad cargo on there. Millions of dollars right there on that shit. I'm like, damn. That shit probably got 2,000 cars in there, something like that. But anyway, he says, give me one good thing to tell my little brother so he stays out of the streets. Okay, I'll give you one good thing to tell him right now. Tell him to go in the bathroom. And when he tries to come out, don't let him, right? Actually, damn, I'm thinking about this right now on the fly, and this is a good one. We got over 100 people in here. What's up, new people? If you coming in here, wipe your feet at the door. You know what's in store. It's J1, that's the only great one left. We popping it on the net and in the flesh, and we going all the way up like a turtleneck. It's up and stuck like a cat in a tree. Afro Jones out right now on all platforms. You see y'all popping this shit. You know what I mean? Afro Jones is out right now, and it's going up crazy. Shout out to everybody that been... Listen, I told him, man. I told him. But yeah, don't take my word for it. Check out Afro Jones right now. But basically, I'm going to give you one, right? You let him go in the bathroom. You tell him, go in the bathroom, my fan. You be like, what? Nah, for real, I'm going to go in the bathroom. And just lock him in there. And when he tries to come out, don't let him out, right? And he going to be like, yo, what you doing, man? Just open the door. Just don't let him out, right? Just be holding the door. And then say, nah, you want to be in the streets? This is what's going to happen. You're going to be locked in a bathroom for the rest of your life. Because that's what it feels like to be in a jail cell. That's basically what it is. It's the size of a bathroom. Right? You want to be in the streets. You want to be out here busting your gun. You want to be out here sliding for the cloud and caring what people think about you and all that. Go in the bathroom and just stay there. See, now this is the crazy part. some people might find it, and that's a good segue, right? Because it might sound hypocritical, but y'all dying and say facts, facts, fire, talk. I'm saying facts. Ola, India. What's up, India? Hi, bro, from Scotland. What's going on? China in the building. You said, I'm a peep right now. You said, did you? Yeah, check out Afro Jones, man. Hey, we got almost 150 people in here already, man. Hit that like button, right? We gonna talk about something serious, though. I'm gonna take my glasses off so I can actually read your comments a little better. But we gonna have a real serious talk today, right? Out on all platforms, that's a fact. Afro Jones on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, etc. All right, Afro Jones, easy. When you see the fro and you see the little me with the koofies in the fro, then you know. All right. You said, did you finish the touches on the ring yet, or do you have to bring it back? Well, you know what's funny? I can rhodium it, which is what they do with, with white, white, gold, silver, whatever, anything white, they do what's called a rhodium plating, which basically protects the metal, right? But it looks so, I like the way it looks so much like this. I don't even think I need it, right? Like, because the way the metal is, you see how on the crown it's like polished metal. You feel me? It's not like the shiny kind. You know what I mean? It's called like a satin finish. So I kind of like it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he does that final whatever that it's already polished. You see how it's already shiny and all of this stuff. So I really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? But that was the only other thing to do. And also, just to make this spin a little faster, because the way it was before, whenever I moved, it spins. But this damn word that I want to say that I can't say because it's derogatory and YouTube probably will not approve of it, that guy, he basically messed up the bearings to where it was spinning super loose, pause. But it's all I gotta do is actually like shave off something off this bottom and it's pause, and it's gonna be like that even more. But that's the only other thing that I think would be a finishing touch, is just to have it to where anytime I move is the world's turning. You know what I'm saying? So it's just free. See how free spinning it is right there? I just wanna make sure it spins free, that's all. You know what I mean? But you like it? You like the wolf ring? It's appropriate? Y'all jacking it? The wolves? The wolves, the rubies, the emeralds, the world. You know what I mean? So we got to talk that big T. Yeah. Okay. He said, thank you for that super chat. Get ready. He says, we got to talk that big T battle. You let us down. Okay. Well, we could talk about that, all right? Not a lot, but we could talk about that a little bit. Excuse me. Type in Afro Jones on all platforms. Malevolent says, yes, I appreciate you, and that absolutely, that's what you need to do ASAP. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, the Ring of Beast, brother. Thank you, Ominya. The emeralds, yes, emeralds, rubies. That's a genuine ruby. I believe that's amethyst. I forget what that's called. The purple heart. Sapphires, emerald, right? Or is that the sapphire? I forget what this one is called. But if you notice, they're all in the color scheme pattern, like red to purple to, and they all got diamonds in between, like it's their little accent diamonds and stuff like that. He said that ring is fire, the design is fire, the lack of sparkle makes it lackluster. The lack of sparkle? Oh yeah? What lack of sparkle? What lack of sparkle? What are you talking about? Cut it out, brother. And they're not even finished because they didn't put the, it's a piece that goes on the inside right here. That's the only other piece it needs to do. Is put the, is latch that piece at the bottom that goes on the inside of it. Yeah, nah. If you see this shit in the sunlight, it looks like you're bugging. You're bugging. He said glass. Yeah, he said that, man. That shit is clean. Salute, salute. But anyway, okay. So let's talk about that right fast, since you said you want to address that and you gave me a little shorts to address that, okay? This is what I will tell you. That Big T battle, if you go back and look at the bar breakdown that y'all asked me to do recently, when I was just about 3 or 4 lives ago, and listen to the bars that I said, these are some of the best bars that I've written in I don't know how long. What's happening is my pen is evolving to the point where even when I say what I think are regular bars, they are going over heads unless I say them super slow or in some extra deliberate way. And honestly, I just don't like rapping like that. If y'all notice the way I've been rapping versus JC, versus Swamp, I'm walking niggas down with the flow. And they either have to stop me and go, oh, but that whole, you da 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 da, da 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 da, da da da. I don't want to rap like that no more, bro. And if these niggas is too slow to catch what I'm saying, and it takes to where I get 16 bars in before somebody stops and goes, oh, then I don't know, man. But what's really happening is the elephant in the Serius Jones room is these niggas have nothing else to say to me. So they're playing these same gimmicks that are working with some of these corny people, where all they doing is dry snitching on me and saying that I'm doing criminal activity. Which to me, I don't get how that's entertaining to you for somebody to say to somebody, if you think somebody's a drug dealer and they're saying for 3 rounds, you out here selling coke, you out here selling coke, you out here selling coke doing this, and you selling coke doing that. I guess to y'all, since y'all squares and civilians, it's okay for somebody to just say incriminating things about you for 3 rounds. But that's weird to me. And if you're saying jokes that still hit about a guy that sucker punched me, got his ass whooped, been hiding, running, and playing on the internet when he knows his life could actually been taken, and he's actually threatening to rat if you bother him again. If you think that's still something to say to someone, then obviously it's like, all right, that's weird, bro. To me, dry snitching on somebody and talking about a op that's on the losing end that literally is ratting or threatening to rat on somebody, I don't understand that. He said that's why you counter right and flip it with bars. No, you don't even know what you're talking about because the whole first round, that's what I did. It don't matter. It's still hit anyway because it's me. So I guess these battle rap fans don't care about the truth anymore. I guess the truth doesn't matter, which means somebody like Serius Jones is at a disadvantage because my life really is the truth. So I might have a bunch of nerds that's sitting around acting like Serius Jones isn't who he's been for 25 years. How is that helping me, bro? This is the point of why I'm going up on YouTube right now. Because I'm genuinely being myself and people are seeing who I am for the first time. These niggas don't know me, bro, and I'm not like these other guys. So I'm doing myself a disadvantage, standing across for some nerd nigga that no disrespect to Big T. I'm not just talking about Big T, right? I'm just saying me battling these guys that don't do and haven't been nowhere near on my level in life is not doing me any solids anymore. I'm the super senior in the culture where it's just all they're trying to do is see me fail. That's it. So I need to just keep doing my thing, right? I need to keep going all the way up like a turtleneck, keep doing these 15,000 view a day lives. Why would I even be caring about these people that don't get none of the viewership, none of the attention, that don't have 30,000 people a day coming to check them out? Why would I keep focusing on that? He says, no one can be you. Salute. He says, teach me your ways. I'm just being me, bro. He said, LOL. Lavender says, genuine. He says, yo. Said, G-Locks go crazy. I appreciate that. See, somebody said that and called me a bozo. See? It's like, it's crazy. Timu Chain. See, some of y'all are just negative people, bro. Just haters. I got a Timu house, too, right? Timu ring, too, right? Timu dog, right? Timu cars. Timu what else? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just, he said, I hate you. Yo, you can't make this shit up, bro. He said, trying to get like you, bro. Nah, you're not trying to get like me, brother. You don't have no idea the pain that I've been through. And this is where we're going to segue into the topic of today, all right? So I gave y'all a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, you know, with my perspective. And let's address the other elephant in the room of that battle, right? it was awkward from the door because you got this little pudgy man, you got this guy literally deliberately clearly hating throughout the battle, making it weird. You got the DJ over there, keep pressing the button, and it was just obviously opposing energies, right? But the crazy part is, watch when you watch it on camera. He got a couple good, clever jokes off in the end of the third and in the first. But watch when you watch it on camera. It's gonna be the same as every other battle. Every other time y'all tell me the same thing, right? Y'all say, "Damn, Jones, I heard you lost, Jones. I heard niggas killed you." And then when the battle comes out, what they say? They be like, "Oh, otherwise I ain't got bodied yet," right? Even the almost body that they acted like I got bodied. We got it, right? Niggas was saying, "Oh nah, you got bodied, you got it, bro." Da 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 da. And when it came out, it's like, you had people talking about, "I don't know, man." Read the comments. So you know what I mean? It's like it's not how people try to make it seem. They really want me to lose, brother. That's the way this battle rap community of these little nerds act against Serius Jones. I don't know why that's a thing, besides the fact that maybe my genuineness, maybe it pisses them off. Maybe they don't want to believe I'm really me. They don't want it to be so. They're like, "Nah, Jones, you ain't no. You ain't me. You keep acting like you. So 30 years of a man's life is not, that's not who he is. He's something else. He's something else than what he's been for 30 years. Because you don't want it to be the case. That's the way that goes, right? But ironically, let's segue, all right? He said Big T bars sounded dated. He said a few things that other people said. He literally said the same exact bar. That's what you call it said. He said, you can't pimp like that. He said something. That's exactly what Rum said to me. He said, "I don't know how you." He said, you hit the girl, she hit you right back. Man, you can't pimp like that. He said, "Why you ain't hit the nigga with smack like that?" That's exactly what Rum was. He said the exact same bars that Rum said, literally. But when Rum said it, I won that battle, right? According to most people. So, but it's funny. It's funnier now for some reason. No, bro. Y'all niggas don't want to believe that niggas is scared of me. Y'all don't want to believe that, I gotta just smart smoking niggas in battle rap. This is why I'm cool. Y'all literally trying to make it to the point where I need to hurt y'all. I need to hurt people to be a battle rapper. I need to prove I'm street to be a battle rapper. Like, nah, I'm cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just lame. And listen, for you weirdos saying Timu chain, look at the last live where I'm in the Diamond District with it shut down yesterday, doofus, where I'm literally sitting there making the chain in front of your face. Okay? Y'all have no wins. That's what's funny. That's why I could address the trolls, because it's like, y'all have no wins. I literally just showed y'all yesterday on live when I shut the Diamond District down, where the security guard is complaining because he says nobody gets to stay here this late. He's saying it on camera, you weirdo. So go and look at the video and suck of my... Okay. Okay. So this leads to... I'm just... When I turn up like that, it's not serious. I'm just, you know what I mean? This is for entertainment purposes only. So don't take my as me being actually upset. I'll just be popping it with y'all, all right? So, you crying. So, more money, brother. Yes, sir. So, it says, Jones, you a real one, bro. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, for real, I know I be talking a lot of stuff, but genuinely, I really appreciate y'all, bro. Like, this chapter of my life that I've been able to kind of unlock by just popping it with y'all is helping me to discover a lot about myself, to be honest. Just sitting here kicking with y'all, right? Especially the genuine ones that really give genuine feedback, that really know and seen, you know, who I've been and seen the things that I've been through, right, over the years. So I'm gonna talk about something today called generational trauma, right? Which is something that I used to think was like an excuse. I used to think it was a cop-out, something that people just say because they want an excuse to not have to, you know, take responsibility. But now, today, I really feel like that's not only a real thing, but that's something that is a common thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that we all deal with in some way or another a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from the areas we come from. You know what I'm saying? You know, he said battle with T-Top. T-Top don't want to battle me. T-Top just tweeted talking about I started the wave of the UK this, and he ain't even called me to be on the card. They don't want me around, bro. They don't want me around. I don't know why, man. Besides the fact that maybe they're intimidated by me. I don't know. You know what I mean? What do I do but show up and get crazy in battles? Or do my best every time. That's all I do. I come through, I kick it, I'm smiling, I'm joking, I do my best, and I leave. People start hating on me, I start popping it back, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, look at Jones chasing it. That's been the cycle with this new era of battle rap. But I just don't like the fact that if you could look online and see me seemingly arguing with a bunch of people, you know, they said a wise man don't argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who's who, right? So if I'm sitting there looking like I'm going back and forth with a bunch of people, they don't understand that that's the state of battle rap nowadays. They don't understand that that's just the way the culture is. That's how they sell battles. That's what they say. That's what they think. Right? But to me, I'm looking at it like that's just not classy, bro. That don't give me no, I don't like that. I don't like going back and forth and having, yeah, such and such and such. And, but other people do because they get to have their little street dosage, I guess, of whatever they think is being that's never been a thing for me, bro. That's sad and heartbreaking to me when I see grown-ass black men that's out here trying to prove they something for fame from strangers. And the fact that anyone could even fathom their brain to think Serius Jones could ever fit under that umbrella, you are one of the most idiotic human beings ever, and there must be a lot of them. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, so he said, all right, basically, generational trauma is it's something that I think we all deal with, right? But I don't think we all acknowledge it or address it or take it as serious, no pun intended, as needs to be, right? And I know I did it because it's not always easy to understand things from someone else's perspective, right? If you're having an issue with your parents or whatever, usually the first thing you go to in your mind is not, well, you know what, they had a hard life, they had a hard time, let me give them some grace. That's usually not the first thought in your mind when, you know, something not going your way, right? You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, what Tupac said, when I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked down on the street. You know what I'm saying? That was my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of Allah, I wasn't on the streets because of my Aunt Callan, and that's where, you know, Drew Hamilton came in. That's where the Wolves, that's where the projects became my home, right? But I learned basically after, you know, being grown enough to see things from outside of my own feelings, why certain things were. Rest in peace, Papa, man. Rest in peace, my grandfather, right? And I'm rest in peace my grandma too. I ain't gonna never speak bad about my peoples or, you know what I'm saying, but his brother, Kerry, was killed by a train when he was a boy. When he was like 6, 7 years old. He was killed by a train in Inglewood, New Jersey, right? My grandfather went to World War II when I think she was probably like 18, 19, like he was young. Right? He went to World War II, and he was a medic in World War II. So, if you're a medic, you still a soldier, right? You on the floor, getting tying people's wounds up, and you know what I'm saying. People dying, underliving in your arms, and you know what I'm saying. You firing back. So he was really in the trenches on a different level. If he was in World War II, you know what I'm saying, and you know, that was, you know, some of the things that kind of shaped his perspective, right? He was really a military-minded man, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my papa, you know what I'm saying? At the same token, my pops, you know, was a revolutionary, right? I think I told the story before how one time when I stayed in Rock Creek, which is a complex in Inglewood that have what's called crawl spaces, right? And a crawl space means you can basically go up into the ceiling right here and crawl over to the next apartment, right? So somebody's coming down in our crib. My mom see a leg coming out the crawl space, right? So my pops had this big old chopper with the carbine on it and all that, right? So my mom, get back, get in the room, right? And this is what I remember. She want to claim it ain't go like this, but all right. But the guy's leg is coming out this crawl space, you know what I'm saying? And when she sees his leg come down, she sees, okay, that's one thing you can't do is call me Cap, brother, about my mother. You blocked. You bugging. That's one thing I don't do is lie to y'all. Y'all some of y'all goofies and you don't even deserve. If you think I'm lying to you, you ain't getting to hear nothing I say. I'm blocking you. So if you think Serius Jones a liar, just leave now. But anyway, so her leg, the dude's leg is coming out the ceiling, and then on his ankle, she sees a gun. So she knew it was the cop from the ankle on the gun. So and she put up. And then turned out they was trying to raid the next door house. They didn't know that this was our house. They thought they was coming down in the house next door. That was like a drug house or whatever. When we stayed in Rock Creek, right? So, long story short, we always had some type of ammunition, some type of, you know what I'm saying? That's the way that we were raised in my family. That's my pops always had something. My grandpops always had something, you know what I'm saying? And that was just, we were taught to stay ready. My dad would literally make sure that I had something. Like when I went to, when I got to a certain age, it was like, you know, protection, protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it actually was like, I didn't even think of it as something crazy. Like the mind state of violence or whatever that I guess was just normal in the 80s and 90s or whatever, is now it's more sensationalized, right? Where you got people pull out a camera, like, oh, they fighting, pull out a camera. Like, we didn't even think like that. We wasn't thinking, yo, film this when you get in an altercation. Or if you got smoke with somebody, you not thinking, let me show people how they're acting. Yo, yeah, look at him, he's scared. Like, that wasn't even a thing. But now people care so much about what other people think that they literally created this thing. That ironically people are trying to act like I'm a part of. This shit is crazy, right? I've never cared about the clout of being a whatever, a gangster, a tough guy. Whatever. To me, that was never cool. I want, hey, king of the world, baby. You know what I'm saying? We trying to keep it player. We trying to be dressing in cashmere, man. You know what I'm saying? And stuff of law, silk, and you know what I'm saying? We driving foreigns and doing the player stuff the ladies like. You know what I'm saying? I never thought it was cool to be some, oh, you're just a violent guy from the streets. Like, that shit is corny. And for battle rappers to try to perpetuate that now as if any of these guys is those guys is just weird. To the point where the guy that's the guyest out of the guys in that way, oh, he's the, oh, oh, okay, my bad. I'm capping. Okay. You know what I mean? So it gets to the point where it's like, all right, man, this shit is just like child's play. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap is turning into just child's play, bro. Literally. Niggas just sitting around capping and talking about relationships and who's effing who and just weird TMZ ass shit. Niggas is running out of shit to do. You know what I'm saying? He said we live in weird times. That's a fact. He said rock. Nah, I don't do that. I ain't saying no names, man. But you know what I'm saying? Said W Chain. Okay, I'm glad you like it, man. Wolf way or no name, man. We not playing no games with these wolf pieces, man. There's no way I'm doing cap and fakeness on my chains that got my peoples on it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get your mind right. You know what I mean? I put it down. Still got dried up dishwasher liquid on that shit. Wolf in paradise. Word. Ain't nothing but some metal, man. Ain't nothing but some metal. That's all. Just some metal. You said that's the Jersey Super Bowl ring? Ha. I like the wolves. I like the wolves and I like the gems. That's the favorite part of it to me. The globe is hard too, but once I get that motherfucker spinning fast again, every time I move it spins. See how it shines off that mirror on the inside? See that little yin? That yin, yin right there? That little yin. He said, nice. He said, why you buy that and not open a business makes no sense. Well, see, this is why some of y'all really just don't understand. And let me get back on the subject, right, of generational trauma. But, okay, this is my business, genius, okay? I literally just had 3 people hit me up to design their rings and their jewelry now. And guess what I did? I bought diamonds, okay? I didn't just buy a ring. I made this ring myself. I made this ring in front of y'all, with y'all. If you go back through these lives, you will see the different stages, okay? I made this chain with y'all, right? This is product, this is content. I'm getting paid from every one of these videos I post where I'm making the content. Okay? It costs me less money when I buy stones in bulk and I make the piece myself. You don't know how much money I spent on this. You just know that it looks like $1 million. And it's good work. It's real stones. It's real metals. So yeah, it's fire. That don't mean I spent a whole bunch of money. Hello? You don't see me? He said, talk, Jones. Tell him, Jones. You know what I'm saying? And if I had moistenites, I would say this is moistenites. If you know anything about stones, you would know the difference. They don't make moistenites like this and in this size. You would know. And they make diamond testers, so I mean, there's diamond testers specifically to tell if it's moissanite or not. So you can just put the diamond test on it. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do that next video for y'all haters and y'all suckers. Just so y'all got nothing to say at all. We're gonna do the diamond testers with the carbon, the good one, right? Because there's different diamond testers. You can get the cheap one where they can't tell if it's a moissanite or a diamond, right? From a CZ, and then you can get the other one where you could tell if it's a moissanite or it's a genuine diamond. So we're not worried about that, man. Yeah, moisturize is not, that's not fake anyway. That's a real metal. That's a real natural stone. But I'm just, I like actual diamonds though. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that though. And as you can tell, we're not just doing diamonds or whatever. These is gemstones. Okay? Different gemstones. Different stones from the earth. That's what I like about it. It's just showing God's, abundance. There's all type of stuff. There's rubies, there's emeralds, there's sapphires. You know what I'm saying? That's what's supposed to make it fire to me. It's not just about diamonds and whatever. It's about creativity, y'all. And if y'all missing the point, those of you who think, if you think he's just flossing or showing off or something, you're missing the point, brothers. This is creative. I'm all about creativity. Having an idea and manifesting it into reality. I look at a chain or a ring or some glasses I designed, this is a young brother's glasses, okay, that I just supported yesterday. I saw him in the city and he was selling these glasses. He said this was his brand. I said, these is fire, right? So I showed him love. But you know what I'm saying? It's about manifesting ideas, creative gourmet shit, you know what I'm saying? King shit, having a thought in our mind and producing it into reality. That's it. Hello? He said facts, creativity. Yeah, them Jones. People rather hate on you than show love. You the GOAT, Philly in the building. Real rap. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you, man. When you're doing good, the haters come with it. Jones been on the top for 25 plus years. Salute, brother. Okay, sterling silver, but that's cool. It's whatever you like. Okay, if it was sterling silver, what would be wrong with that, brother? What would be wrong with that if it was? Am I sitting here telling you I spent $1 million and I'm cashing out on? No. All I'm saying is, hey, this is what I did. And as you notice, someone else asked me first, how's the wolf ring going? Because other people care about this, brother. If you don't or somebody doesn't, it's all right. He said, mad creative design. Yeah, thank you. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about creativity, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure you have never seen a ring like this. This is the first ring that ever existed like this. Ever. So yeah, creativity is fire. I like creative ideas. I follow pages like that have jewelry that's like creative jewelry that you've never seen. You know what I'm saying? I follow pages like that because I want to see creative stuff. I'm like, ooh, that idea was fire. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. He said, Assalamu alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Summer Madness Jones? Ha, I doubt it. I doubt it. They ain't been calling me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want me a part of the narrative, man. I think it's really a joint effort. Like, yeah, I don't know. We gotta keep Jones out of the loop, I guess. I don't know. I'm saying that's what it kind of feel like. Cardi frames, no. These are a young brother. I just said there's a young brother in Times Square was selling these yesterday when I was coming from grabbing the wood frame. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, it was hard. He said, this is my brand. I forget what it's called. He's from Harlem. He just took a picture and it's on his page. So he said he's gonna add me on it. It'll be on mine. Should be by today because I'm gonna share his shit. But yeah, I like these. You know what I mean? And they only look like Cardi's. They got their own, you know what I'm saying? That's his own little shape. I ain't seen no. Cardi's have this, that horseshoe, but you see he made a panther and some other shit. So I'm like, okay. Mike Jones, he said, I'm talking about in it. Hey. He said, I like the fact that each color has a meaning to it. Respect. You remember J Hood in an incident with you in the studio? Yo, J Hood is a weirdo, bro. I did not have no incident with him. That's crazy. That's what's crazy about perspective, bro. Literally, you know what happened? I went in the studio and one of his mans was just looking all crazy and like, and I was like, what the hell are you looking at? Like, I didn't know the guy. And we were supposed to be next or something like that. And apparently, I guess he was whispering something under his breath. I didn't even know what he was saying. And I was like, what? He was like, what are you talking about? And I guess whatever he said. And I'm just like, who the hell's this nigga? And it was like, whatever. That was it. Next thing I know, I hear somebody telling the story, like, yeah, nigga, he was pressing that nigga in the studio, nigga. He knew what time it is. Like, what? Like, yo, this is why, yo, rap shit is corny, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Rap shit is corny, bro. Niggas is corny. Like, they're like, I'm sorry. Like, that shit is just like, rappers is lames, bro. I swear to God. This is what I'm like, that's why I'm gonna focus on Afro beats and shit like that. I'm just making good feeling music, bro. I don't even want to be in the same bracket as y'all niggas no more. Y'all got it. Y'all could run around being tough and shit. You got it. Let me just get this money. Let me make these women dance. You know what I'm saying? Let me spread these good vibes. Let me have these kids, you know what I'm saying? Teach them how to get to some bread. Let's take this water to these villages that need it. Let's go to these schools and these prisons and talk to these kids and keep them out of jail. Let's go to the hood and provide some necessary resources, some basketball tournaments, some things that could really help out the community. You know what I'm saying? Let's put out some music that's gonna make a motherfucker get some money. Let's put out some music that's gonna make a nigga wanna pop it and get fly. You know what I'm saying? Let's put out some music that's gonna make, you know what I'm saying, a nigga think, you know, the way that he need to think to be on top of his game. You know what I'm saying? Let's do all that. You know what I mean? All that other shit is lame, bro. He said, J Hood is super trash. He said, I believe you 100. He said, hallway blackout the negativity. Yeah, man, that's how I gotta be. Pause. What I said, pause it. It said, get the more no vintage joints, the black owned glasses, and they're like designer and they own look. Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah. And see, I'm the type of nigga, I'll bust these down. But I don't know if I would just because this material feels kind of, this don't feel too, no offense, brother. You know what I'm saying? But like, as you can see, look, I do my own busting down, all right? Let me tell y'all about manifestation. Let me show y'all about manifestation. Huh? That don't even look like the original design. That was the original design. Then it upgraded to this. Then I said, you know what? Nah, it got to be the world, Craig. It got to be the whole world, Craig. You know what I'm saying? There had to be levels. It started there, right? See? Came here, and then here. That's what I'm saying. We got weirdos talking to me about a dude that gets played with about a 3-0. No, this is called the Life 3-0, brother. These niggas is bums, and I'm over here manifesting financial greatness, audio greatness, and literal greatness. Okay? Talk to me about these weirdo battle rap dudes that just making stuff up while we sitting around here balling in the suburbs for the last 30 years. Like, what are you talking about? Weirdos. That's what I mean. That's what I mean with these battle rap people. You got a nigga that's been on my making videos about me every day of the week. He made a video talking about me. Every one of those videos got half of the views of the videos that we did on this channel. So what are you talking about, bozo? Huh? What are you really talking about? I'm buying diamonds, new vehicles, popping it, knocking new bitches, traveling. And these niggas is on my making videos talking about me and 13-year-old sucker punches. Is that you acting tough, Neil Jones? You're not the guy, Jones. Well, guess what? This bag disagrees. This bag disagrees. These bust downs that I'm making myself, look, I'm putting diamonds in everything. I'm putting diamonds in everything. Like, what are you talking about? I'm buying new vehicles. What Mary about to pull up? Shut up. Y'all are weirdos in battle rap. Period. Weirdos and haters. That's all it's coming down to. And that's all they got. I guess that's all they're doing is hating on me now. They ain't got no love left for me, I guess. They want me to accept some like consolation, right? And the consolation that they want me to accept is like, nah, Jones, you a legend. You did your thing back in the day. See that? They want it to be back in the day. They don't want to admit that I'm still the guy now. They want it to be back in the day. That would make them feel more comfortable. Like, nah, he was back in the day, he was that nigga. No, I'm that nigga now. You don't want it to be the case. You trying to stop it. They trying to stop me from being that nigga now. You see that? It's crazy. That's why when y'all ask me, why they ain't book you for this, Jones? Why you think? Why you think? Name one battle rapper right now that will go on live and have 10,000 people coming to live. I'll wait. Name one. Name one. I don't give a damn about no Big T, man. Who cares? He said exactly. No, if Easy and Twerk could do that, then why didn't Easy and Twerk don't have videos with? Why? Go to look at Easy's page. Easy don't got 15,000 people in his life. Look at his numbers. If y'all just gonna say people that could do something, I'm talking about who does. Who's doing that right now? Yeah. Y'all niggas just mad. So, you just proving my point. The bunch of y'all niggas that don't even like me here watching me right now. If you don't like me, why you here? You know what I mean? This is a weird world. It's a weird world we living in, people. Same people that don't like you, sitting there watching you. Talking about how you ain't it. But you watching me though. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your money. Okay? Afro Jones is out right now though. Afro Jones out right now. Make sure you tune in, tap in. You know what I'm saying? Afro Jones is on all platforms. There we go. I spilled coffee. I spilled coffee all over my shit. That's what it was. I'm like, what the hell is this brown shit? Yo, it's probably trash like all your other albums. Hey man, the love is real, man. The love is so real, man. There's so many loving, warm people in the world. But yeah, so, okay. Head Ice said you ain't wolf. Okay, again, if you don't have eyes, that's fine, I understand. But you're here, so I assume you have eyes, right? So if you have eyes, what you can do is, you can go look on this page, right? You can subscribe to this page, and you can go to yesterday, okay? Yesterday or the day before, where I'm standing in the where? The projects. Where are the projects at? Where's Wolf headquarters? 2680 8th Avenue, 143rd and 8th Avenue. That is the Wolf block, okay? You don't see one blog, one video of that man in front of that building. Why not? Y'all don't know this because you're, no disrespect, I don't want to call you a goofy, but you don't know what's going on, right? That's where our hood is, okay? That's where our hood is, all right? So go look at the video from 2 days ago, all right? And you will see how my hood feels about me. You will see who the wolves are because we're outside with the wolves. So why are you talking to me about a nigga that's questionably a rat is saying on the internet? Why are you talking to me about a nigga that ain't been on our block in 10 years? He doesn't come to the block. Y'all don't even know that though, because you don't know what the wolf block is. You just listening to what niggas is saying that literally are only known for rapping. I'm obviously known for other stuff, which is why they keep coming to my battles and thinking they can snitch on me and say, oh, you selling drugs, you got women doing this, you da-da-da-da. So stop. Y'all don't know what's real and what's not, apparently, but just go look. He said, damn, exactly. He said, LOA, out the block. Yes, the block. 143rd and 8th Avenue, 144th and 8th Avenue, Mother Zion, 310. These is the Wolf headquarters, okay? Not side blocks on 40th, where niggas is riding around in their car. Y'all goofies. Y'all can't tell the difference? Niggas riding around in the car, talking about, yeah, this is my hood. I'm standing outside on the block for hours with all my jewelry on with the wolves. You can't tell the difference? And you gonna tell me about what the nigga riding around said? You ain't that stupid, is you? Some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully, I don't want to believe you that stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You used to be a fan, now I'm a nut. What's a nut about what I'm saying? Because you don't know what niggas are rap? Shut up. Matter of fact, you blocked. Fuck out of here. I'm a nut, but you here watching me. See what I mean? Shit is crazy, bro. This is the world we living in. But anyway, generational trauma. So obviously, as you can see, there are many people out here that just don't have positive, energy. As obviously you could see, there are people that will sit there looking at another person and projecting all the negativity in them onto another person. Why do you think that is? I'm gonna tell you what that is. Your daddy was probably a bozo. Your dad was probably a bozo, man. Your dad was sitting somewhere in the 80s in the club with a jerry curl, watching some other nigga hollering at a chick and shit, and he was throwing shade, going like this, telling her, right? He be talking to all the girls, right? Your dad was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's in your blood, right? It's in your blood, you know what I'm saying? Your dad was one of them niggas with the dry jerry curl. His shit wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying? You know when niggas had to activate it, like, let your soul glow. Your dad had the dry jerry curl shit. His shit was all crusty, you know what I'm saying? He tried to put little finger waves on the side right here. It had a little crust that was crusted up by his sideburns. It was like sticking out. This is seeing him like, ew, watch out, Jeffrey. And he like, hey, what? What, you want to go with Jerome? Just because he sells drugs? Huh? That's who your dad was. He was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Old time haters. Word, he was an old time hater. You know what I'm saying? He be on the block and shit, watching niggas pull up in the Saab. See, he wasn't paid in full. You ain't see him in paid in full though. He was an extra. He was standing on the corner when Mitch pulled up with the Saab and A was happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, with the gold BBSs, your dad was standing on the corner, right? And he was telling another nigga, like, them shits ain't even real. Your dad was right there in that scene. He just didn't show him in the shot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo. Nigga said, you a tether? What's a tether? I don't know what that is. He said like the mummy from 2017. Said, did you ever do a video in Seattle back in the day? Absolutely. That was me. Hell yeah, we did a video in Seattle. Where's that at? Dope Moves. Shout out to Tacoma. Yeah, they brought out the old schools for me and all that. I don't know where that video's at though. It just vanished from YouTube. He said Paid in Full was shot in Toronto, Regent Park. Oh yeah? I know it was shot in Harlem too, but hey Ryan, I let you be out of pocket, brother, but you just gotta stop saying that you're like homosexual things, brother. I'm just gonna have to block you. I be trying not to block y'all. You know what I mean? He said Hilltop, word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wildlife. You feel me? See, y'all know, man. We been outside, man. Those my niggas, man. Shout out to Preach. Shout out to what's my man? Lucky. Shout out to and Frida Bro, man. Yeah, man, my brother from Wildlife Crip, he got locked up out there. I forgot his name, but he was out there with us that day, man. I just spoke to Preach, ironically, from out there. He told me they got booked. You know, small world, see that? Region. Kyle, listen, I understand you trying to represent Canada, but brother, come on now. He like, we the first projects in North America. I hear you, brother. That's what I actually did. I took y'all to the projects to show y'all where Ming the tiger, because my projects actually had a full-grown tiger living in it, and an alligator. And if you look it up, Harlem Tiger, you'll see that. And it's another thing, right? If you haven't peeped game, certain other people that you just mentioned, they never show you anything about anybody else. They never show you any other wolves. They never tell you the story of some of the wolves. They never bring light and attention and fame to anyone but what? Themselves. That is not the way of the wolf. That person is not a wolf. That person is only allowed to run with the name of it just because don't nobody want to see him hurt for real just because of the past love that niggas have for niggas. But he been bad. Y'all niggas don't be getting it. Y'all don't see me here over popping it on some wolf shit. I literally just show my friends and my loved ones, and they all happen to be wolves. The real wolves. 20 years in this shit. 25, 30 years in this shit. Go check the last videos. Altex, Chen Wall. These is my guys since I was 16 years old, brother. I'm 44 years old, brother. Okay? Get in tune with the reality. We just shot the G-Locks video where? On the wolf block. With the wolves. That nigga don't got one video with the wolves in it. Every nigga you see in the video is a random off the streets. Not one real wolf is co-signing nothing that man does, so don't ever speak that man's name to me again about no wolfness. You don't know who the wolves are. Just watch the videos. Watch who's on the wolf block. Watch who throwing up the wolf in my video. There's only real wolves, not no rappers. Niggas is playing with y'all. Y'all going for it. That's all. But anyway, he says, go put on some kente cloth. You know what? You're right, I should. Afro Jones. Good idea. Tupac reincarnated? Oh, man, nah. Don't do that to me, man. I could never live up to that expectation, man. Pac is the GOAT. Said, you are too sensitive. I'm not sensitive, brother. I don't give a damn about none of this. I'm doing my job, nigga. In case you don't have a clue, I am here being an influencer, sir. I'm getting paid to run my mouth. That's it, all right? I don't give a damn about you or none of this shit, all right? This is literally just me talking shit, swallowing spit, okay? Drinking my coffee, starting my day. None of this matters, okay? I'm a professional shit talker, all right? That's what I get paid to do, is chop it up like a bachi, okay? Get it right. A furry gang? What's a furry gang? 2007 Seattle, didn't your video get shot up? No, absolutely not. Whose video got shot up was a guy named Redskin, and he was actually a rapper from Seattle that was a Native American rapper. I went to his video shoot in the Central District. That wasn't my video. That was his video. My video I shot in Tacoma. I never shot a video in the Central District, brother. But that's on point though, because his video did get shot up, and I was there. But what happened was somebody was chasing somebody through the park. There was a little dude, he's chasing somebody else, and we seen him run through the park, and somebody ran behind him, popping, pow, 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 pow. And we got up out of there. Oh, got up out of there. That was the first time that I met some New Orleans dudes out there, and they was hustling in Seattle. And I was like, that's ill. Like, they was out there literally just on the block. Like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Since Katrina, you know, had to go in that room, move around. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. So, you know, we out here, baby. I was like, oh, that's great. I love New Orleans accents too, bro. There's something about that New Orleans accent, that drawl. You know what I'm saying? When them shorties be like, baby. You know what I'm saying? You say a hating ass nigga. Yeah, they all hating ass niggas, brother. He said professional shit talk is crazy word. Big time, that's my job. You know that's my job. That's what I get paid to do. I get paid to talk this shit and make life make sense. Get the Art of Word War book, all right? I'm a writer. I'm making sense. I'm just talking shit. It's an audio book, right? That don't mean the shit I'm talking ain't valid. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I get paid to do is chop it up, all right? So if somebody says, people be coming here talking about, shut up, you're just running your mouth. It's like, can you talk back to me? Like, I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to just see me sitting here just looking like this. So we got to talk this shit. We got to chop this shit, right? You know what I mean? It says the Tiger and not Roger. Yo, sub, if you say the words, Unc. What words? What's up with Smack? Don't ask me about people, man. It said, do you speak Wolof? Nah, I don't. I wish I did, man. It said, Serius Jones is the GOAT. Salute. I appreciate you, brother. Do y'all have tigers in New York? What the F? Hey, they had tigers in my project building because my man, Coach's older brother, Twan, he was a god body that I guess believed he was all powerful. And I don't want to say he believed he's all powerful. I would say he was a powerful guy if he literally had a full-grown tiger. He had a full-grown tiger and an alligator in the projects. He also apparently had a koala bear or something else, cats, dogs, birds, all type of stuff. He said, or did Buddy already get caught? Yeah, they locked him up for that. He said, what you said, was the tiger still in the peas when you shot the video? No, I wish. I wish. This is years ago, brother. This was years ago. But no, it was actually it was viral. If you just Google Harlem Tiger, you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Said powerful New York animal master with the F. Yeah, man, Twan was a different dude, bro. He was a different dude. And imagine how much mental strength you have to chain a tiger in a 2-bedroom project apartment, a 400-pound tiger. Like, imagine how much mental power you need for that. That's crazy. What's Fanta? I don't know what that is. He said it's on YouTube. Yeah, look it up on YouTube. It's on YouTube. He said, nah, I remember when that shit happened. I'm from Canarsie. I remember that in real time. Yeah, real talk. Don't ignore me, what? Bruh, I don't know who you are, but talk like that again, you blocked. What did he feed them? I'm not sure, bro. I wasn't there for that. I ain't gonna cap to y'all like that. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? You ran me short on that bag. I don't know what that means, brother, or girl, or whoever you are, but you're capping for the internet, so I might as well just block you. But you said your head shiny, dog. Yeah, everything's shiny. You know what I'm saying? My head shiny, my chain shiny, my ring shiny. You know what I'm saying? My glow shiny. You know what I mean? Why not? My light shiny. You know what I'm saying? This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You got a problem with that? Huh? Or you just another one of these negative haters that want to have something to say and ain't got God in your life and ain't got love in your life and you got generational trauma because your dad was a bozo in the corner, you know what I mean, hating on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get his conch straight. Now remember they had the conch. Remember Malcolm X put the hot grease in their shit and they slicked it back. Your dad head was too nappy. He couldn't get his conch right. You know what I'm saying? That nigga shit was like halfway. It was like this. This shit was looking like a motherfucking a cardinal. That nigga shit was like this. Your pops was walking around with the blue jay. Nigga had the blue jay perm. Shit was like this. Yeah, we know he's trolling. You know he think he trolling, but nah, that's why his ass getting trolled. Fuck out of here, weirdo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nigga said, Fed, that Fetty, you probably is on that Fetty. A lot of y'all is. You look like an extraterrestrial being. I am. It's space age pimping, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm from the planet Zootron out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I just came down here to knock all these earthling hoes and take it back to space. You know what I mean? You said my head looks like a milk dud. Yeah. It really looks like a thumb. That's the best description I heard. That's the best description I heard. I was like, yeah, you got that. Thumb head ass nigga. It's okay. Serius Jones, how many wings can you eat? Pause, man. No, for real, baby, play that music. I can't, okay? I can't play the music because then I won't be able to monetize the videos. I understand some of y'all really don't get it, that I'm really not just here for my health, right? It's just my job. But I can't monetize these videos if I put music in it because then it's gonna conflict and make the companies think that I'm pirating the music from. So I don't know how to do that yet. I gotta make sure that I learn how to write the shit so that they don't flag my videos. And they did that before. So I don't want that smoke. I just want to get paid. So you go scream the video. You go check out Afro Jones out right now. You go check out G.I. Jones out right now. You go check out Meet the Wolf out right now. You go check out the Art of Word War right now. You subscribe. Subscribe so you can catch a vibe. And not be like some of these idiotas that's coming in here asking about stuff that they would have already known if they're watching the channel. If they're watching these hundreds of thousands of views of where we're in the hood, chopping it on the block, of where we're in the Diamond District, making our jewelry, of when we're making the Afro Jones beats, and when we backstage with the ladies dancing, of when we creating the vibes. Huh? That's the reason why we going up. That's the reason why we got this momentum like a snowball going downhill in the Himalayas. Huh? Yeah, it all checks out, man. Go check it out. You the one that ain't in tune. All right? I love you though. So just get in tune. You know what I mean? That's all. Jay Rush says, watching the legend. I appreciate you, brother. He said, here I'll start. I can eat 14 traditional wings from... No, we're not doing that, Jay Rock. You can talk about wings somewhere else, brother. He said, shit, you asked the people the definition of real. Chop it, drop it, up the context. Perplexed by how they hating constant trolls under a bridge, waiting to die until they found unresponsive. Stay blessed, John. Okay, I hear you. I heard you, Omnia. Came through with the quick bars on you. He says, shit, you ask the people the definition of real, chop it, drop it. You put up the content. You got perplexed. I got perplexed how they hating constant. Trolls under the bridge, waiting to die until they found unresponsive. Ooh, okay, yeah, Nia. Fuck I'm talking about. Shit like that. Yeah, that's she had a quick little bar, quick little 4 bars for y'all trolls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got lyrical female assassins on deck ready to snipe y'all niggas, B. Stop playing. You talking about? Alright. So, Serius Jones hate wings? No, bro. You going to get blocked. See, this is what I mean. Some of y'all just don't get the concept of respecting someone else's space. Stop trying to come in and flood my comments and take people's minds off into some weird stuff, all right? We're not sitting here to talk about chicken wings, brother. All right? That doesn't mean I hate wings. Stop. That's corny. Some of y'all just corny. It's like, ew. Who raised y'all? I told you, your dads, man. Your mom. Okay. Your mom. Damn. First, your dad had the dry Jerry curl, and then he had the cardinal and the bluebird conch that never quite could make a ponytail, right? And he used to be riding around in that beat up Corvette. You know what I'm saying? Like where the door didn't work, AC and shit. You be riding around sweating. You know what I mean? Bitch trying to get in the car like, damn, Jerome, you didn't say get the AC fixed yet? And you like, yeah, I'm calling, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like these other dudes that you be talking, just because you want to talk to all the drug dealers with all the money. Right? He was one of them niggas. That's how your dad was, right? He said, now I hate you. That's who your dad was, right? Nigga couldn't get no money. They wouldn't let him hustle outside in the 80s and shit because he was pussy, so, you know what I mean? He couldn't really hustle, so he would be sitting there just hating on all the hustlers, getting all the money and shit, you know what I mean? But he had met your moms, because your moms was working in the club, in the burlesque club shit, right? She wasn't even like a real stripper. She was just like a halfway stripper working in Philly and shit, right? So she was working in Philly on Kensington, right when Kensington started to really be Kensington, you know what I'm saying? So your Deion Sanders ass hair is crazy. Fuck you. So this motherfucker literally your mom was working in the burlesque club and shit, right? So she was like doing her little waitress stuff. She had her little bustier and shit, right? She had like little ass titties, but she had a bustier trying to do like this and shit, right? So nigga came up to her with that dry ass hair and shit, and she just happened to have some grease on her. You know what I'm saying? So she was used to kind of being the underdog because she had these low ass titties and shit, and she had the big, they had the big hair in the '80s and shit, but she had that like real struggly, when they had the struggle curl, like it won't really curl over, like it's not a full curl, like they keep going like this trying to curl it, but it just never gets to the end of the curling iron, right? So it just literally like this, like big, like a half a big worm joint. Like it's like this. So her shit was just like this, right? She just had a bunch of half curls. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting there, he's sitting there with the dry Jerry curl with the cardinal stick up joint, right? And she's sitting there. They could relate. They could relate because they both had struggly hair. You know what I'm saying? So she was just like, I got some grease. And he was like, word? So she gave him some grease. He went in the bathroom, and the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? That's how your parents met. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Your parents met over greasing their baby hairs. They was in the mirror greasing their baby hairs together. That's the type of parents you had. You know what I'm saying? Hustle and flow hair ass. DJ and hustle and flow ass hair. You know what I'm saying? That's what his mom's hair had looked like. You know what I'm saying? She had that. In his eyes, I done seen a lot of things in his streets. That's how your mom's hair was looking, bro. No wonder you mad at life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Greasing their baby hairs. Word, they was in the mirror together. He looked over, like, damn, I found love. Like, she looked at him like, and they just sat there trying to get their shit together. Then they both went out to the club looking dirty together and happily dirty ever after. Then here you came. Right? They had you, right? And you didn't even grow hair until you was like 3 years old. You couldn't even grow hair. You like a little baby mole for like the first year and a half of your life. You were just looking all wrinkled and crazy. They kept saying like, "What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Why he can't grow no hair?" Yeah, your mom would be defending you like, "Well, my hair's still short. Don't be talking about my baby." All right, that's how your shit was looking crazy. He said Maury's ass couple. Yeah, like that's, you know what I'm saying? Your parents was both on Maury together type shit. You know what I mean? Like Big Time said, double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button, man. Don't cost you that, man. You know what I'm saying? No. David, you corny for doing this swing shit. Matter of fact, I'm putting you on punishment, David, because you're just gonna keep doing it. I told you stop trying to flood my chat to my wings, bro. You're gonna keep doing it. It's all right. User in timeout for, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes, bro. You gotta learn to control yourself, man. Some of y'all just don't know how to respect stuff. Shut up about the wings. You're not gonna distract me. Stop trying. You know? Yeah, you said brush it. Yeah, like, and then another thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all come from households with very promiscuous women, right? Like your moms be really out there type shit. Like you really had to sit there listening to this in the other room like this. You in the other room like, Mom! No, Mom! That's what you was doing. You was in the house talking about, right? Nigga come out the room talking about, what's up, little nigga? You good? All right. All right, Loretta. We'll see you. See you tomorrow. She like, okay, Rodney. He'd be like, hey, boy, what you doing, man? It's not even daddy. It's not even daddy. And he's like, your daddy ain't shit. Your daddy still ain't got them baby heads together. Your daddy still ain't got them baby heads together since 1979. Don't talk to me about his deadbeat ass. At least Rodney put some groceries in this motherfucker. And then she just light up a cigarette, and you be sitting like, can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to get out of here. And then right then you turn on YouTube and see me. And then you like, bald ass motherfucker. I hate you, Jones. Right? Just right there. You know what I'm saying? Rodney! Rodney! You in the other room talking about, oh, no! Oh. Yo, why is my brain this visual, yo? Yo, y'all crying in here. He said, I'm dying, yo. Yo, stop, yo. Come on here, stop. I enough. Enough. This is crazy. Oh, shit. He said, tell that joke again, we out here. $. He said, yo, I'm always dying watching your lives. Salute, Miss Poogie. I'm glad you like it, man. He said, I keep turning the volume down. Why? Because people listening to where you at. You at work? I'm talking about, yeah, yeah. And then Rodney be talking crazy. Be talking crazy to moms in the next room. He like, yeah, Miss Loretta. You like that, right? Yeah. Yo, you be in there stressed out. I feel you. Can you imagine if you had to deal with that? Can you imagine you had to deal with your mom doing that? That's how some of y'all grew up. That's how some of y'all grew up. That's the cold reality of it. At home. Yep. You said at home. Rodney. That's that generational trauma, man. You know what I'm saying? No wonder the people walking around with some baggage, bro. You don't even know. He on edge. He ready to... Nigga, look at him wrong. He ready to do... You don't know what that man been dealing with at home, man. Rodney jump around in the kitchen like Vin Rames on Baby Boy. You know what I'm saying? Rodney coming out the room talking about, man, you something else, girl. You something else, man. Hey, what's up, little nigga? You good, baby? Look, nigga take his hand right out his pants, try to give you a pound. Hey, what's up, little nigga? You good? You good? You gave the nigga a pound, too. You gave the nigga a pound. He talking about, hey, you good? What's up, man? You talking about, hey, Rodney. What do you want, Rodney? Hey, what's wrong, little man? What's wrong, man? Me and your mom, we getting acquainted, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. You might as well think of me like your uncle. I'm like your uncle. You know what I'm saying? And Rodney, Jerry Curl were together. His shit had the soul glow dripping. He was hitting that shit like this. Come on, little nigga. Hey, come on, baby. You know what I'm saying? We good? You know what I mean? Me and your mom, we get real acquainted. You know what I'm saying? Me and your mom, we get real acquainted about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you need anything, you can just ask Uncle Rodney. All right? All right? You sitting there talking about, okay. Yo, this ain't even funny. That's just sad because it's like this nigga's really going through this. He said, call him uncle, right? Yeah, that's how they did you. Just call me uncle. You know what I'm saying? It's a sunglasses indoor type of day. Well, actually, no, it's a supporting the black brand type of day. Hello? And this is a young black man's brand, all right, from Harlem World, you know what I'm saying, represent. So I said, you know what, let me throw these back on and represent a young black man, you know what I mean, trying to get somewhere and promote his brand, if that's all right with you. You know what I'm saying? Is that all right with you? For me to support black business in my home? Let me know. Okay. Anyway, he said, bro, you look like Mr. Clean. Okay. Well, hopefully I can make some money like him. You know what I mean? Support is free 99. That's right. He said, what's up, OG? What's happening, man? I can't call it, man. Might spoil it, man. I'm just popping it with y'all like over Red and Baca, man. We was talking about generational trauma. We was talking about how some of these people, they was already raised in soil that was tainted, man. It was poison from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Your moms, your dads, they was already bozos. So this is why you don't even understand when you're being a bozo. It's just, you know. It says go battle. No, I don't care about battle rap. It's over. All right? I'm a YouTube influencer making more money doing this. So, no thank you. I will make money and live a happy life without bozos and weirdos and haters that have been trying to pull me down for years, that don't want to admit that I'm great. But I'm glad that even the strangers that have been tapping in can say, yo, damn, you're dope, you're great. They don't even know me like y'all think y'all know me. So this is why, no thank you. For the people that think they know Serius Jones and say, yo, battle, 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 you don't know me, brother. Clearly you don't know about King Me. Clearly you don't know about Slow Down. Clearly you don't know about the Euro tour where we did a whole tour of Europe, 30 different dates. Excuse me, 30 days. Actually it was 21 days, but you know what I'm saying? They don't be knowing. So get in tune. Don't pigeonhole me. Don't act like I'm supposed to just do one thing. Nah, brother. I'm a great blessed man. God gave me abundant talent. I'm gonna do anything that I can on this earth to grow. Inshallah. Yeah. All right. Make it clap. Okay. Yeah, make it clap. Say something else weird and you're getting blocked. Generational trauma means cursed DNA. Now let's talk about it, okay? I was joking and we was just popping it, but you know, now we've been here for about an hour and a half, and you know, normally we let these lives go for about that long. But okay, so let's get serious then. Okay, he says, cursed DNA. One, I don't necessarily believe in being cursed. I mean, I think God can curse somebody. I think God could decide to, you know, put bad spirit or energy on somebody. But I don't know if that's programmable into DNA from a spiritual level, like cursed. But I will say that scientifically, DNA does have, you know, copies, right? It's copies in your DNA of your DNA is a copy, right? It has the same elements. So when I see my daughter, it reaffirmed so much about who I am to me. It was crazy. Like seeing another person acting the same way in certain ways as you, it's like, oh, that is me. Like, wow, this is an extension of me, right? So the thing about DNA, and think about generational trauma and the way I'm describing it is more so this. It's more so circumstantially the things that someone's life has equaled, I guess, right? So if you've been through this in your lifetime, you're dealing with this. This is the type of environment you grew up in, whatever, it shapes you in a certain way, right? And then when you have an offspring, I think those things affect the offspring, not just because of the DNA itself, but because of your actual parentage, your actual way you're growing them up, the actual way they're getting raised. Because how you raise them, on some level, is going to be based on how you was raised, right? So however you was raised, if you was raised with, and this is what I had to learn about me and my family, and no disrespect to anybody in my family, I love my family, but we was raised more so off of survival than love, as they say, right? Because being raised off love, being raised off survival. I saw that being a topic more so recently, and I had to think about like, damn, well, we was kind of raised off survival, right? Because my dad had to work 2, 3 jobs. My mom was working. We didn't really have time to do certain things as a family once he got real, because everybody got to work, everybody got to survive. I had to hustle. They said we can't afford to buy you these Jordans. We can't afford to buy you this. We're gonna buy you this, and that's it, right? So I had to take to my own hustle. I had to realize myself, man, this is how you advance. This is how you whatever, right? So it's generational, right? It wasn't just my DNA. Okay, now my pops is a real one. My mom's is considered a real one. They known people that's top of the food chain type people in their eras and their environments, right? So I guess that's in your DNA. But in terms of the way you taught to parent or the way that you taught to love, that's also programmed behavior that you learn from your parents, that you learn from the people around you, right? So my dad was raised in an era where it was hard body, where you might be lucky to even eat. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at Harlem in the 50s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying? I see that, Cedric. I appreciate it. He says goat. You know what I'm saying? But if you were raised in that era, in the tenement era, right? Well, this before the project era for real. It's the tenement era. When you talking about walk-ups, you know what I'm saying? With people everywhere, crowded everywhere, rats, roaches, junkies, this, that, Frank Lucas, that, all that era. When it was really going crazy in Harlem, right? If you from that era, just imagine how much you've seen. Just imagine how much has shaped you to be who you are now. You know what I'm saying? You done been through some stuff. So the people that's from that era, even if you were a normal guy, even if you were a square or whatever, you have been through or seen some stuff that usually makes you a little bit more hard body than average person. You know what I'm saying? It says amen, salute. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just natural. So my dad, being from Harlem in that era, and my mom, she's from Inglewood, but my grandfather is hard body. That's Pop-Pop. He was a military man. He's a sturdy guy, right? The enforcer. My grandmother, rest in peace, my grandma, her mother was half white. And she had to deal with so much racism and craziness, right? Because imagine the era before my grandmother being a half white woman, right? So my grandmother was light skinned and looked almost white, right? So she had to deal with so much stuff growing up in that era, growing up in the 40s and the 30s and all of that, when, you know what I'm saying? So they had all dealt with, in some different way, some crazy generational issues, some crazy. My great grandmother was also an orphan, right? She grew up in an orphanage, Big Mommy. She grew up in an orphanage. So she didn't have no parents. And she was half white or looked white. So she grew up in an era where it was really rough for her. So my grandmother had it rough. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother had it really rough, right? So my grandpops, his brother dies when he's 7 years old. He goes off to the army when he's a young man. He's seen a lot of craziness and all of this stuff, right? So he's a hard body guy. My grandmother, she's raised by an orphan that in an era when, you know, they were taught, you know what I'm saying, you play your part and you shut up and you do what you got to do. It wasn't no game back then. You know what I'm saying? Back then, somebody go right up top on you and then call the police. Say, yeah, my wife was getting out of pocket, man. Like that was a real hard body era for everybody. So they both come up in this era and they both have hard lives, right? Then my mother's born. My dad's parents, they both are hard body. His mother died when he was young, right? Rest in peace, Evergreen. I never met her. You know what I'm saying? She died when he was young. He's been through all type of stuff, and I ain't even gonna put his business on blast because he probably wouldn't want me to, but he's been through all type of stuff, right? So now here comes me and my brothers and my sister, right? 4 generations of different hard body existences, different people that had different stories of struggle and stress and whatever, right? Each one of these, there's some form of trickle down, right? There's going to be some remnants of struggle, right? Because if my grandmother, even though she was like one of the sweetest ladies to me ever, but my mom's always be like, you don't know her like I know her, right? Because I can't even picture my grandmother being like mean or something like that, right? But, you know, she wasn't no nonsense lady, you know what I'm saying? Same way where like people see my moms and my moms be like, you know, coolie and the life of the party and all of that. And I'm like, shit, y'all don't know her like I know, right? So it just goes to show that um, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? You know? He said, damn, you know your dad? Yeah, I'm blessed to know my dad, brother. My dad is a real dude. I'm grateful I know my dad, for sure. A lot of my friends don't know their dad. He said shades in the inside, that's my style. Well, actually, these is kind of clear, and they're not really shades, brother. But like I said, I was supporting a young brother from Harlem that just, I bought these from yesterday. And check his company out. If you see these, check him out. I forgot what he even said they called. Let me see. Yeah, I forgot what he said they called. But I thought they was hard, no? You know what I mean? Just supporting the young brother. I appreciate that, Orion. He said, where's your owner? He's up there. He's all around you. He's probably gonna punish you for playing with his soldiers. That's probably what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? He said, what's up, Mr. Jones? Yeah, we up. We up, man. We up and away, man. Afro Jones out right now. Afro Jones out right now. All right? Aside from your crusty Jerry curl having mother, aside from your struggling ponytail having cardinal shaped conch have wearing dad, aside from, the fact that you were probably born to somebody that was just not a cool person. You know what I mean? And your DNA is just trash. Aside from that, right? There's love in the world, and I appreciate y'all that have shown it. I appreciate y'all that's been tapping in, telling me what your favorite songs of Afro Jones is. I appreciate those that's been subscribed and notified and watching us on the block, kicking it with the OGs and really just learning and earning. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all that's going along with the journey of me creating these projects, which is, you know what I'm saying, my little pieces, my music, you know what I'm saying, the films that we working on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that that's vibing and learning the Wolf way. Okay, because that's what it is. It's the Wolf way. You know what I'm saying? So if you with us on this journey, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for your energy. I'm grateful for your time. You know what I'm saying? But he said, "What's the food for our brains?" He said, "Yeah, this is all food for your brain, man. I've been chopping it with you like hibachi." He said, "Yo, that album is dope. I appreciate that, Sean." He said that Afro Jones is a classic. If you haven't heard it, you should check it out. Real music. Thank you, brother. And this is different people saying this. I appreciate y'all, man. He said, me and Percy P been cooking. Who's that? I do understand the American somehow. Hey, man, I'm not American. You know what I'm saying? I'm a citizen of the world, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like being called an American, even though I am by default. But you know what I'm saying? We citizens of the world, brother. We're not, regional. I travel all over this globe, and that's why you see I put the globe on my chain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on my ring. You know what I'm saying? Because really, that's how we coming. We coming global. That's why we coming to Africa. All right? We got water. That's not just a song, all right? That's a movement. You know what I'm saying? And God willing, I just talked to a young lady yesterday. And really, she was just on some, she loves her boy. I guess her boy's out here in the streets. And she sees that I'm, somewhat positive guy. So she's like, Jones, you know, do you do anything like programs, like mentorship and stuff like that? And ironically, I actually was talking about, and I planned to do something, which is a camp where we're going to teach young kids to basically produce. Teach them to produce records, teach them to write, teach them the basics of just cooking up. You know what I'm saying? So that God willing, we can have some young kids out here that actually, got some skills. Because that's the problem with a lot of us. We don't have nothing to fall back on or be proud of that's a skill set. So it's easy to get attracted into gangbanging. It's easy to get attracted into something negative because you don't have anything positive to keep you up, right? So I wish that I had somebody to teach me certain things younger because I probably wouldn't experiment with certain other things, right? So, okay, big time, I will do that to you. I will do that. But yeah, it's definitely, a thing to where we need to just teach our youth to be good at stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they want to be good at something other than gangbanging. So they want to be good at something other than something negative. You know what I'm saying? So why not do that? You know what I'm saying? That's fun for me to do. I'm sure there's going to be some young, talented, dope people. And if I could be a part of making somebody else's journey smoother, then that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of what we doing on some Life is Serious shit. Also, we bringing water to some of these places that don't have it. I'm about to take on that agenda if I can, inshallah, myself. I found out how much it is for wells, you know what I'm saying? All type of different stuff that we've been talking about, you know what I'm saying? No, I remember when a sucker tried to violate, and now there's another sucker trying to violate because y'all are just evil. But we talking about saving the kids and saving lives over here, you know what I'm saying? So if any of y'all suckers really think that that's like a cool thing, then I mean, all you showing is you just don't got no love in your heart, man. You don't love your own kids. You don't love your own life. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't respect the real ones that's actually trying to make the world a better place. You know what I'm saying? But you probably have some generational trauma that has made you less of a decent human being. That has made you a scumbag. Some of you people are just that. And that's sad. You said he in his feelings. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why, right? Why are you in your feelings? And man, just showing love, trying to do positive things in the world. They hated Jesus, right? But anyway, yeah, appreciate you too. Appreciate you too. What amazing channel. I subscribed. Real recognized real. Misunderstood. Need not be explained. We overstand. Understanding. Sensory overload. Keep spreading truth. Stay positive. Keep it 100. You got real ones watching. Trying to make me emotional, love. He said, talk to him, Jones. He said, welcome, Omnia. Welcome. Yeah, welcome, Omnia. She real, right? You see her? I appreciate you, sis. He said, can you see why I look at the world that way? What about watching the water outside the body? That is a massive difference between people. I don't know what that means. Salute from San Antonio, Palestine in the building. But yeah, man, salute y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know SJ, go look up Fight Club battles. Nah, if you don't know Serius Jones, don't go look up Fight Club. If you don't know Serius Jones, check out Afro Jones, which is out right now, okay? That album is, I think, one of the best albums that I've ever done. But I want you to let me know, okay? Also, I feel like we need to make sure that we get our subscriptions together, all right? So you need to subscribe to this channel if you don't already, so that way we can stay in tune like a guitar, you know what I'm saying? You can get notified whenever I go live, no job, all right? Said pop music today seems foreign to me. Will R&B ever get mainstream again? Hey, I think because of the fact that people are so microwave about music right now, like they just doing stuff that they think won't work. Like people are scared to take chances. You know, they're scared to be creative. But see me, I'm trying shit. You know what I'm saying? I like being creative. I don't care. I like the challenge. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to do something that ain't challenging me no more. That's why I'm like, battle rappers like, what's there left to do? All they're doing is hating and dry snitching now. Like no one can out rap me. All they gotta do, they gotta take one angle and that's it. So it's like, it's not fun. That's not fun for me. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, this is fun. Making jewelry from scratch is fun. Traveling the world and teaching young kids is fun. Saving lives is fun. Rocking stadiums is fun. Huh? Building clothing lines and brands is fun. Materializing millions of dollars with a female that you jacking is fun. Yeah. Oh, he said definitely dry snitching. Like, bruh, I'm gonna stay over here the player way, man. But y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. He said you right, battle rap is not the same. Listen, I'm over here, man. I'm over here doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, everybody that's been tapping in. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be back at it like an addict. But I'm gonna say this in closing about generational trauma. This is the difference between a lot of us, is that a lot of us don't wanna take the reins and actually overcome the things that have become, how do you say, standard in our families, right? In our histories. Some people know that you gotta change in order to change stuff. So if you're not gonna take the chance to say, you know what, I know my family, da 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 da, but I'm gonna this, and that, right? If you're not gonna take a stand and actually, you know what I'm saying, be a different, version of your own family, then you basically concede to defeat. Oh, your dad wasn't shit, so you gotta not be shit. You know what I mean? Oh, well, hey, man, ain't nobody ever made it out of here, so a lot of times that's the same way. And I see people that's been stuck in that. I'm dealing with people and I know people right now that have parental figures, right? You want to please your parents. You want to make them happy. That's just inherent, right? But you know they ain't right. You know they not right, and their intentions is poison. But instead of respect the fact that, you know what, all right, I respect you and whatever, but I'm not going to let you poison what I got going on. I love you, I respect you, but I have my own opinion, I have my own life. And if you can't respect that, then the generational trauma is like magnified when people don't want to at least acknowledge the fact that, look, you the one that put this into me. You're the one that, you know what I mean, taught me this way to be like this and whatever. A lot of parents, they don't want to acknowledge the fact of what they messed up with. They're not going to really fully atone. And that bothers a lot of us. That bothers a lot of people to the point where how can they really heal when you don't even really feel bad about hurting them? And that's the crazy part. Some of our parents, they don't feel bad about doing things that hurt us. I'm not saying mine don't, but I'm saying some of us, meaning some people. They put certain things in us by the way they raised us and don't even feel a way about it. And then look at you as like it's your fault. When it's like, bro, you taught me to be like this. I'm only talking like this because y'all talk like this. I only act like this because y'all act like that. Like now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? He said, say that. Bro, ain't nobody thinking about these weird people, brother, but I'm going to block you. Take care. Negativity, man. Some of y'all is just, it's sad. But anyway, I done ran my mouth enough to y'all. Let me start my day. God bless. Big time on the lookout for your email. Life is Serious. Afro Jones available right now. G.I. Jones available right now. The Art of Word War available right now. Meet the Wolf available right now. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibe. It's the protocol, and you know the protocol. J1, that's the only great one left. It's going all the way up like a turtleneck, and we popping it on the net and in the flesh. If you see me, run down. You know what I'm saying? You might get gunned down. And we chopping it like hibachi all the way in your face in the place, man. You know what I'm saying? Wolf way or no way. Hey, we outro.